today's installment, we're going to do a little bit of a transmog lesson. Some of these, of course, are for people who are not familiar with the game. I take great pleasure in breaking it all down. Plus, it adds a little bit of variety to everything, right? We're going to pick Jaisimha just for fun because since the new expansion, somehow all of my characters got reset with their clothing. It's the one downside to having a lot of characters when they make those changes, but it's worth it in my opinion. I won't flag from having almost as many as I can possibly have. Why not? I mean, isn't that the point? Ooh, as you can see, midnight is almost here. Talents have been reset. That's another thing that happens. As you see, Magister Umbric, that's a new quest that comes up. Twilight's Blade Cult is a big part of the new expansion. Personally, I love that part of the storyline. This is sort of, that's my sweet spot. I'm digging it. I feel that way about every new expansion that comes out. I think especially Dragonflight. But you know, each one has its own flavor, and I love it when we keep tying back to some of the older stuff. All right, without further ado, we are in the Dragon Isles. I could probably go to Valdrakken and do it, but I don't really feel like it. So there's options. Basically, you just pick a city where you can do Transmog. Mesamir, no. Garrison. I'm going to go to Dalaran and then Stormwind, I think. Sometimes I just love going to Stormwind to Transmog because of no particular reason. Perhaps it's because I know where it is. Part of the thing about having so many characters is I'll log on and be like, where am I? Who am I? How do I get there? Oh, okay, right. And then there's changes in the game, so you got to stay updated. But the portal system's pretty good now. It's pretty easy to get around. Hey, look at this. Uniting the Isles, Flight Master's Whistles, and World Quests. Yes, I haven't done that on this character yet, evidently. We'll get to it. Don't want to get involved in that right now. Oh, it's in Dragon Writing. 1 second. Gotta switch flight styles. There you go, see? It was in Dragon Riding, so you have to double click or hit the lift off. Luckily, this is still in the same spot. There used to be a bunch of portals here. I do love that they update the game a lot and make changes, but they make so many changes, you know. Sometimes I think a lot of players get frustrated with that. Personally, I've just learned to adapt. If you like the game enough, you'll just put up with it. Plus now you have a bunch of portals here, so I mean, like in Orgrimmar and then here in Stormwind, you have these huge selection of portals to choose from. It's actually, I would say, pretty efficient. Talent points need to be redone, or that has been reset due to the upcoming expansion and the new patches that were installed. We'll do that later. Sometimes I'm getting lazy on some of my characters. Instead of manually doing it, I'm just choosing the default loadout. In fact, show that real quick. If you don't want to deal with this, just click Starter Build. Yeah, continue. Changing talents. It's like AI for your talent tree. Ta-da! Now I don't have to think about it. Oh, another Druid. This is a cool thing about Druid. As you can see, I'm in travel form, the Druid. When it's on land, it takes the form of the sort of like an elk, but as you get to a certain level, you get to fly into a, what would you call this? Is that a hawk or an eagle? I don't know. Transmog, right here. Ooh, I flew right in there. Okay, Transmog has changed a little bit. If you're new, it won't matter because you'll just be used to this as if it was always like this. We have outfit 1 here, outfit 2. I'm going to show, let's look at some of custom sets that you can get as you go along. I don't have a lot on the Druid. Ooh, I think this was my last. Yeah, they luckily they saved some of your preset. Like if you had Transmog before the new patches and the expansion was being downloaded, it saved them. I might choose this just because I like it, and well, no, that wouldn't be it. Look at that. Can't you make a good video? Okay, so let's call save outfit. Yeah. Claim free. Outfit number 2. Let's make one from scratch, and then the video will be really complete. Okay, we're going to go into sets and play. I'm going to use this as a template. So as you go along and level, if you're not already familiar with it, you will gain sets, and you can also purchase them. They have this thing in each of the major cities where they have traders tender, and you can go and you can buy sets, and you can buy individual weapons, mounts. It's very cool. A lot of good changes have been made to the game. Let's just get rid of that weapon real quick. How about just anything? I don't know why that one's bugging me. Is this one here? It's the 7th Legionnaires staff. It's cool, but it's really, it's like using too much salt in a recipe. Aspirant's Regalia that came from Bastion. That was a very cool one. I love using that. This is what's it called again? Battle Raps of the Honored Valar Jar. This is basically like Nordic mythology. They have a really interesting segment of that in different regions of the game. The Valar Jar. You can even go up to this golden hall type thing. It's so fascinating. Should we use that or should we use Garb of the Chosen Dead? Ooh, Aldraxis maybe? Sometimes I don't even remember where I got these sets. Ooh. Lothian Prowler's Kit. That's very Druid. Sablehide Vestments. High Mountain Hides. So the sets end up here. Some of these go way back. Ooh, some of these ones I don't have, I want. Tian Monastery clothing, that goes back from Pandaria. Yeah, Mistvale Leathers, that's another one. I kind of like that. Let's use that as a base, just for no particular reason. Okay, so I've picked my base, or you can just build it completely from scratch, and then I can maybe modify it a bit. That staff is like, looks like one of the one, maybe that one that the Primus had. War Scholar staff. That's from Maldraxxus in the Shadowlands. Most of these are from Shadowlands. Like this, the Meadow Guardian staff. Sinfall Legionnaires. Sinfall, ooh, that's a tough zone. See, it's got the kind of vampire-like look. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to settle with it though. What I like to try to do is try to match the gear a little bit. I mean, if you're going to go that far, you might as well, right? That's kind of cool. It matches, but... Sigh of a Loon. Ooh, that's... If you're going to be iconically Druid, I think that's it right there. Let's choose that one. Or we can go... Alright, let's look at one more page. This is what's fun, is sometimes I can't decide. I'm sure you'll go through the same thing. Staff of Trials. This is one of my favorites, although I'm not going to use it. Admiral Taylor's Staff of Wisdom. That was from Pandaria. How cool is that, right? Ooh, Jinyu. It's amazing how much effort they put into the design of each individual little thing. It's so overwhelming. But, you know, I suppose that's what's the part of the fun of the game. Here we go. Staff of Sorrowful Chieftain. I don't remember where that came from, but I think it matches the set nicely. And the only thing I think I want to adjust here is perhaps the cloak. So I'll pick here, Wrap of the Chosen Dead. And let's just start off with no cloak. Sometimes I like to see how that looks. Hidden cloak. And sometimes it's fun to do that, right? So you get that kind of effect there. Mysterious shawl. You have these little Murloc babies. Not really my style. Wings. Always like the wings. But I get kind of bored of them. That's an interesting one. Halo of the Selfless. That's from Bastion. So is that. That's a smaller cloak. That's kind of cool. I like it. He's got kind of the, you know, like, he's going to shapeshift and stuff. He's got to keep his clothing kind of tight. Now, what I'm going to do is save outfit in number 2 here. Okay, so you got 2 slots, and then it looks like you can purchase more later. Not that stressed about it. I have so many characters, I don't get too hung up on it. As long as they look kind of cool. And that is it for that. We'll kind of show him out in public, show him off a little bit, see what our results look like. Okay, so Jaisimha, how you looking? See, look, he shapeshifts, and then he shapeshifts back. He's got to be clean, you know, clean and tight. Let's go over here a little bit, get away from the crowd. Go down here. Go for a quick dip. There we go. It's a nice background. Nice white background. And that, my friends, is a quick session of Transmogrification. It's part of the fun of this game. Everybody does it. Why not? I mean, get into it, you know? With that, I hope you're inspired. I hope you continue to play and have fun in your free time, because it is such a great balance and buffer to this crazy world. Take care. Zen Stello out.